Good morning. Let's do sports now on the AM show. My name is Haruna Mubarak, and it's been 226 days since the murder of Asante Kotoko fan Nana Pooley, yet justice remains elusive. The incident happened during last season's Premier League game between Asante Kotoko and Nswantraman FC, where the supporter was stabbed to death. The case still lingers in court, and Kotoko are now calling for swift action. Here's the club's communications director, Safuduku.
The matter is pending in courts, so it's for the state. This is a criminal matter, so it's for the state. Last Wednesday we were in court. The matter was adjourned to the 9th of October to see if by then the police would have received their forensic report from Accra. We sent some exhibits to Accra for forensic reports that will help them in their prosecution. So we are only waiting for the forensic report, after which they will forward the entire docket to the Attorney General Department for their final advice. Once the matter is in court, we cannot go deeply into it. All that we are hoping for is for the processes to be sped up. But we cannot put any blame on anybody because of the nature of our judicial system. It has always been slow, but definitely one day the court will make a determination as to whether the 8 people who are standing trial now had any hand in the gruesome murder of our departed brother. But that is in the hands of the courts. We'll let them to decide.
Now, Black Starlets head coach Prosper Nate Ogum says his side is ready to make Ghanaians proud as they prepare for the 2025 WAFU Zone B Under-17 Championship in Yamoussoukro, Ivory Coast. The team wrapped up their training sessions and obviously left the country yesterday for the tournament. Now, Ghana have been drawn in Group A alongside host Ivory Coast, Togo and Niger.
So good. We've been in camp for about 6 weeks now since I joined, roughly 7 weeks since I joined. We've gone through a lot of processes in terms of screening, trying to make sure that we have the final team squad for the tournament. So far it's been good. Some players have come, some have gone, and out of that we've been able to get a team squad for the tournament that starts on the 20th. The quality in the team is very good. There's so much energy, there's so much enthusiasm, so much confidence. Technically, the players we have assembled are very good. Tactically too, they understand the game model, the principles within the game model, and they play as a unit. I think we need to keep up with what we are doing and then make sure that the players stay very confident before the tournament, because that will be the key to making sure that they are able to execute the principles within the game model. So it's been good, and we are all happy with how far things have gone.
Now, to Europe, Mikel Arteta wants to change Arsenal's history in the Champions League by winning the competition for the first time. Arsenal are 13-time English champions, but have only made it to the Champions League final once, losing 2-1 to Barcelona in 2006. The Gunners begin their campaign tonight against Athletic Bilbao.
That's the aim in the beginning, but we all know that it's going to be a really long journey. The margins in this competition are super small, and you have to be at your very best from day one to give yourself the best possible chance.
And what in particular did you learn from the competition last season, which you're going to take into the competition this time around?
That we are good enough, that we can compete against any opposition on the day. And on top of that, that 2 things have to go your way. You need to have a full squad available when it comes to the most critical moments in the season, and then as well when the ball has to go in the right moment or with the right decision, it has to be as well, because the margins are so small.
Amy, Athletic.
Hi, Mikel. Was part of the strengthening in a lot of numbers this summer down to that feeling when you're in the semi-final and your numbers are short and you think, I don't want to be here next year, where you're struggling to put out your best team when it counts?
Well, when we were training, we had 8 or 9 fit players, and we're going to games with 13 players, and at that level it's extremely difficult. But I think even with that condition we did really well. We gave ourselves an unbelievable chance, and we were very unlucky in the semi-final not to get through.
David Ra was just here, and he was talking about how much it almost seemed to still hurt when he thinks about the semi-final and being in that position. I hate to take you back to that moment, but how much does it drive you to have that experience as a young manager where you get so close to the top of the mountain?
Well, it is that, and that moment you get deflated, and you have to understand what you need to do to put yourself back in the same position and start actions actually that matter to give yourself the chance to achieve that. And that's that. You take a lot of learnings from it. It's painful because it's not only what we feel, it's about the expectation that we created and the real conviction that we had within the club, the team, that we could go all the way because we showed a very high level of consistency and quality throughout the competition, and learn from it and try to be better.
Let's look at the matches for the Champions League tonight. We've got about 6 matches to look forward to. And of course, Arsenal, they begin their campaign tonight against Athletic Bilbao. PSV come up against Union SG. We've got Juventus who take on Dortmund. Benfica, they are against Karabakh. And of course, we have Spurs after winning the Europa League last season. They are in the Champions League and they will face Villarreal. And of course, Real Madrid are up against French side Marseille. Now, let's check out day 3 of the World Athletics Championships, where Mundo Duplantis set a new mark of 6.30 meters record as he defended his world title with ease in pole vault. Elsewhere, Nigeria's world record holder Tobi Amusan, she claimed silver in the women's 100 meters hurdle after narrowly finishing behind Switzerland's Titaji Kambuji.
And a privilege for all of us to be here. The crowd are on their feet. They're roaring him on. Is it his 4th world record of the year?
Yes!
Oh, yes!
Yes!
Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Cometh the hour. Cometh the Swede. The whole place is in raptures. He's held us all in the palm of his hand, and he's delivered the knockout blow again. Even his dad is on the verge of tears this time. Just when you think he can't get any better, he does. We will never forget the night that Mundo Duplantis lit up the stadium and captured the headlines and the hearts of everyone. He's a world record holder again. There's nothing this great man cannot achieve with a pole in his hand. What a night and what a moment for Mundo.
It's moments like this when you go, yes, 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 a chance for...
Set.
Everyone gets away well. Stark with the best of them, and Amerson's got work to do. Williams hits a hurdle and is falling back when Stark is there, but Amerson's coming through, and Amerson's coming through really strongly, but it's Kambunji, in fact, in lane 3. And there's yet another shock, and a national record. Ditaji Kambunji takes World Championship gold. Amerson takes the silver, and she celebrates too. Kambunji's in tears. Stark with the bronze. And Russell run out of it in 4th. And there have been so many surprises in these World Championships, and there's another one, and I have to say that... Well, look in the middle, we had Amerson of Nigeria. She didn't get off well, Kambunji did, so did Stark of the USA, but as Stark faded, Amerson came through, but Kambunji just kept going and kept strong, and actually that's a pretty handy winning margin from Kambunji, and her reaction.
And that's your sports on the AM show. My name is Haruna Mubarak. The newspaper review segment continues right after this. Please stay.